Once again, good morning and welcome to our regular session. Today, May 5, 2024. Madam Secretary, will you please do the roll call?
Honorable Carlo Apiado, Honorable Arjen K. Palasigi, Honorable Moises Dular, Honorable Ryan Dumaran, Honorable Darlene Lama, Honorable Maria Jenaline Mejia, Honorable Mariblight Cartujano Garingo, Honorable Marvin Dalanon, Honorable Joffer Durana, Honorable John Fuscablo, Honorable Presiding Officer. At this moment, there are 9 members who are present and only 1 member is absent in the person of Honorable Ryan Dumaran. However, Your Honor, Honorable Ryan Dumaran was already in the session hall a while ago, but I don't know where he is at this moment, Your Honor.
Okay.
Maybe yes, he has an important matters to attend outside, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, Madam Secretary. Considering that 9 members are present in today's session, the Chair declares that we have a quorum. Next item, Madam Secretary.
So we are now on the reading and consideration of the minutes of the previous session, the minutes as of April 29, 2024.
Let's consider our minutes dated April
29.
29, 2024. Madam Secretary, under line 36, the spelling of our Congresswoman.
Well taken, Your Honor.
It's Rihan. any correction as to our minutes dated April 29, 2024? Honorable Moises Dular is recognized. There's a motion for the adoption of our minutes. Any second? Duly seconded. Any more correction? So, any objection? Hearing none, the said minutes dated April 29, 2024 is hereby approved and adopted.
So
Ten-
we are now on the privilege hour, Your Honor.
Honorable Dular is recognized.
Good morning, Mr. Presiding Officer, and to each and everyone. It's all about sa aton nga internal rules, Mr. Chair, nga ang aton nga session will start at exactly 9 o'clock. And kung malate, siguro ibutang ta na itong aton nga tardines nga penalty, which is 500 pesos. And kung absent siya, kung matapos ang aton nga session within 1 hour, after 1 hour nag-abot siya, kundi absent na, makakwarta naman ta, no, makapundo naman ta. Kay hindi makatarungan na sa amon nga nauna kami nga maghulat kami iya sa na late. Dapat pag 9 o'clock sirado, start na ta. Ang hindi makaabot ya, mark her or him late. Start sa next session.
Any reaction as to the privileged speech of Honorable Moises Dular? Okay. Can we check our internal rules of procedure? In what particular section na state ang aton nga inang provision? Ano na to? silent oh. Okay. All members of this August body, please observe and please be reminded of our internal rules of procedure as regard the time and day of our session. Okay. The chairperson of the Committee on Laws, may we hear any statement or any comment from Honorable Garingo? Oo. Um, as regard our IRP, may we request our the chairperson of the Committee on Laws no, to have if you have some suggestions or comments if we need to amend our present internal rules of procedure. Um, we'll be waiting for the committee no if the committee could have a recommendation or report next session as regard the content or
Mr. Chair, in my copy of the internal rules, which I amended as we discussed sometime in 2022, the changes that should be instituted in the ordinance. It says here that there shall be a fine of 150 pesos for every late and 500 pesos for every unjustifiable absence, and for the regular session, and 1,000 pesos for the special session. Yun yung nakalagay. And then we agreed na yung as far as I can remember, we agreed that yung late will be penalized 500 and then yung absent will be penalized 1,000. But unfortunately, it's not reflected in the
final
in the
copy.
ordinance.
Do you have a hard copy of our IRP? Okay. Maybe we can discuss it later under unassigned business as regard the content of our internal rules, and we can proceed with the um, business of the day, Madam Secretary. Any more member who wants to render a privileged speech? Honorable Dular.
Hello. Once again, good morning. Mr. Chair, gusto ko lang kuan nga ang aton last Friday we have a meeting with the acting mayor and the head offices, and of course with the acting vice mayor held at RANS 96, no. so with the head offices. So as I observe, isa dito nga gina recommend sa aton nga DSWD officer si Ma'am Eileen Luktugan ang increase of the honorarium of our daycare workers, no, and during seminars nga naatinan ko, nakapamangkot man kami nga ang mga daycare workers gali dapat do minimum of 6,000 pesos ng ilang dapat honorarium nila sa barangay, while abot ang kung munisipyo naman ang gahatag sila, no, so minimum 6,000. So if the body will agree, we will increase the honorarium of daycare workers, and this measure should be included in the first reading, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Any comment or reaction? Honorable Arjen Pelasigi is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, if you can remember, I already proposed that the increase of the honoraria of our daycare workers, and it is already in the process of checking kung magkano yung pwede nating i-increase sa kanila, Mr. Chair. So I'm already working on that because I already proposed that, Mr. Chair.
Do we have a copy of the draft or proposed ordinance as regard the increase of honoraria of our daycare workers? Can we ask our secretary if that matter was referred to a proper committee?
So, as far as I remembered, Your Honor, it was already, the committee has already conducted, wala pa. But it was already scheduled in first reading and it was referred to the Committee on Social Services. However, wala pa nag-conduct. The committee had not yet conducted the public committee hearing, Your Honor, and the public hearing.
Okay. Can we remind the concerned committees to please take action as regard the referred matters to your committees? Not just the committee on hindi lang sa committee on social services, but all committees are reminded that all referred matters should be acted within 30 days halin sa pag receive sang referral. Okay? Any more matter under privilege? So, hearing none, shall we proceed, Madam Secretary?
So, we are now on the first reading. The first item is resolution received from Barangay de Lutilla. Resolution number 13, requesting the Sangguniang Bayan of ISULAN to authorize the acting mayor to grant permit to the barangay in relation to cockfighting and pawakan as fundraising of Purok officials for the repair of multi-purpose shed of Sitio Plaza Libertad.
Endorse that matter to the local chief executive, the acting office of the acting mayor. Next item, Madam Secretary. Okay, thank you for that, Madam Secretary. Please refer that matter to the Committee on Games and Amusement.
Another resolution from Barangay de Lutilla, number 14, requesting the Sangguniang Bayan to authorize the acting mayor to grant permit to the barangay in relation to cockfighting and pawakan as fundraising of Purok officials for the purchase of solar lights of Sitio Plaza, Katipunan.
Refer that matter to the Committee on Games and Amusement.
Another resolution of Barangay de Lutilla, resolution number 15, requesting the Sangguniang Bayan of ISULAN to authorize the acting mayor to grant permit to the barangay in relation to cockfighting and pawakan as fundraising of Purok officials for the installation of sanitary sewer of health center in Sitio New Iganya.
Refer that matter to the Committee on Games and Amusement.
So item number 2, under first reading, we have resolution number 19 series of 2024 of Barangay Tayugo requesting the Sangguniang Bayan of ISULAN to authorize the municipal mayor to grant permit to the barangay in relation to cockfighting activity in the preparation for the foundation anniversary of the barangay.
Refer that matter to the Committee on Games and Amusement.
Item number 3, letter received from Prince Harvey Arellano, addressed to the Committee on Higher Ethics Municipality of Isulan. This is as regards his complaint against Honorable Jaffer Durana of Barangay Dansuli for violating the Local Government Code of the Philippines and the Republic Act number 6713.
Refer that matter to the Committee of the Whole.
Item number 4, letter C from the ISULAN Rural Workers Association addressed to the presiding officer requesting for the reaccreditation of their association.
Refer that matter to the Committee on Accreditation.
Item number 5, transmittal letter received from the Secretary to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan addressed to the Municipal Vice Mayor furnishing the copy of resolution number 130-16 of the Sangguniang Bayan of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan declaring resolution number 2024-42 of the Sangguniang Bayan of Isulan enacting municipal ordinance number 2024-305 ISB abolishing the vacant position of tax mapper 2 with salary grade 15 assigned at the office of the municipal assessor, valid and consistent with law.
For our information.
So we have already finished the items under first reading, Your Honor, but we have still received some communications. So may we include this, Your Honor?
Can we read that item, Madam Secretary?
So this is from the Office of the Municipal Mayor. This is an urgent, this is a request for the urgent passing of an ordinance. So the request is as regards the urgent passing of an ordinance for the creation of 2 plantilla positions under the Office of the Municipal Assessor of the Local Government Unit of Isulan, which are necessary to carry out efficient and effective services. So we have the Assessment Clerk 2 with salary grade 9 and Tax Mapping Aid salary grade 4.
Have it read on first reading, Madam Secretary, and refer that matter to the Committee on Good Government, Labor and Employment.
So, basahin ko pa. So we'll take in your honor. So another matter under first reading, which another matter which is not included in the order of business under first reading, Your Honor, is resolution number 27 of Barangay Council of Barangay Kenram requesting the municipal government of Isulan to allow the Purukdon 1 Barangay Kenram to hold and to sponsor cockfighting activities on May 8, 15, 22, and 29 to be held at Barangay Kenram intended for fiesta in Purukdon 1 Kenram, Isulan, Sultan, Kudarat.
Refer that to the Committee on Games and Amusement.
So we have already exhausted the items in the order of business under the first reading, Your Honor. So we'll proceed now to the committee reports. The first committee to report is the Committee on Environmental Protection and Preservation.
The chairperson of the committee, Honorable Argent Pelasige, is recognized.
Once again, thank you, Mr. Chair, and good morning to everyone. This is a committee report on the Committee on Environmental Protection Preservation, Committee Report number 2024-3. Pursuant to the referred matter to this committee, committee hearing and public hearing were conducted respectively on February 23, 2024 and April 30, 2024. Present during the hearings were the Municipal Civil Registrar, Ma'am Judina C. Escanio, Menro Designate Engineer Hervey Joy Lamita, MSWDO Ma'am Eileen Loktogan, Municipal Budget Officer Ma'am Lalaine B. Fernandez, barangay officials, and the members comprising this committee. Item, an ordinance setting forth the tree growing as a prerequisite to the issuance of Certificate of Pre-Marriage Counseling or PMC seminar for purposes of marriage license application with the Office of the Civil Registrar in the Municipality of Isulan and for other purposes. Findings and discussions. The Philippine Constitution provides that it is the policy of the state to protect and advance the right of the people to a balanced and healthful ecology in accord with the rhythm and harmony of nature, and towards this end, the vital role and importance of trees in ecological stability is recognized. Hence, there is a need for collaborated effort between the state and its citizenry to combat the loss of the nature resources and rejuvenate the environment by undertaking nationwide tree planting activities and providing effective measures for their maintenance and sustainability. In response to the above policy, the local government unit of Isulan will promote a healthier ecosystem by combating the ill effects of global warming as prevention to irreversible consequences of human activities in the environment. Hence, it is imperative to make an urgent call upon the Isulanons to plant trees. During the public hearing, the committee, with the presence of the resource persons, presented the proposed ordinance to the attending public in order to obtain reactions, suggestions, and recommendations. The proposed ordinance will be known as the Tree Growing Ordinance of the Municipality of Isulan. It shall cover all applications in the issuance of Certificate of Pre-Marriage Counseling Seminar, which is a whole-day orientation program for would-be couple applying for marriage license, designed to provide them with realistic overview of what marriage is and is all about. This is being conducted by the PMC team composed of the MSWD, MHO, LCR, OMAG, and MENRO, and with its accredited personnel as resource speakers. For the administrative provision, the following rules and regulations shall govern the tree growing requirements as follows. A. All would-be couple in this municipality who will undergo a pre-marriage counseling seminar shall present tree planting completion certificate before the issuance of the pre-marriage counseling seminar certificate as proof that they have planted at least 5 trees in an area designated by the LGU through the office of the MENRO. B. Every tree planted shall be provided by a tree guard by the applicants. C. The punong barangay, or in his absence, the duly authorized representative has the responsibility to take care of the trees planted. D. The certification shall be coupled with a clear picture of the applicants actually planting the trees. E. The barangay concerned, in coordination with the deputized civic organization, has the responsibility to take care of the trees planted. F. The pre-marriage counseling seminar shall incorporate a topic on the importance of tree planting and how to properly plant them, including key topics on solid waste management to be conducted by the MENRO. G. Non-compliance to the provisions tree planting herein specified shall be ground for non-issuance of pre-marriage counseling seminar certificate. Funding for the implementation of the ordinance, it is agreed that the initial amount of 200,000 pesos will be allocated through the supplemental budget for this calendar year to start the implementation of this ordinance, while the yearly budget of 300,000 pesos will be charged to the MENRO office. Recommendation: wherefore premises considered, this committee hereby recommends to pass and enact an ordinance setting forth the tree growing as a prerequisite to the issuance of Certificate of Pre-Marriage Counseling Seminar for the purposes of marriage license application with the Office of the Civil Registrar in the Municipality of Isulan and for other purposes. That further that this proposed measure be deliberated on the second reading this session. Respectfully submitted by the Committee on Environmental Protection and Preservation, Chairperson, yours truly, Vice Chairperson, Honorable Ryan M. Dumaran, and Committee Secretary, Honorable Engineer Marvin Dalanon. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Any question as to the content of the committee report? So hearing none, may the proponent move for its adoption.
Mr. Chair, I move for the adoption of the committee report of the Committee on Environmental Protection and Preservation.
There is a motion for the adoption of the committee report, duly seconded. Any objection? Hearing none, the said committee report is hereby adopted and scheduled for second reading in today's session. Next item, Madam Secretary.
So the next committee report, this is from the joint committee report of the Committee on Social Services and the Committee on Peace and Order.
Okay, Norm? So, good morning.
Honorable Dolar is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So, good morning. Committee on Social Services, God Senior Citizens, LGBTQ1A+, and Children's Welfare, and Committee on Peace and Order, Human Rights, Public Safety, and Disaster Risk Reduction and Management. Our subject is committee report. Pursuant to the referred matters to these committees, public hearing was conducted on May 2, 2024 at 2 o'clock in the afternoon at the Sangguniang Bayan Session Hall, ISULAN, SULTAN, KUDARAT. Invited during the same were the MSWDO, the MLO, the ISULAN PNP, all punong barangays and members comprising these committees. Item: an ordinance establishing the integrated program for regulating mendicancy in the municipality of ISULAN, providing penalties, appropriating funds, therefore and for other purposes. Discussions and findings. The committees presented the proposed ordinance to the public and shall be known as Anti-Mendicancy Ordinance of the Municipality of ISULAN. Mendicancy erodes human dignity for the person being and promotes in himself behavior which endangers life and property. It breeds crime, creates traffic hazards, endangers health, and exposes mendicants to a life of ridicule, danger, and degradation. The legal basis of the proposed ordinance is a Presidential Decree PD number 156, Law of 1978, otherwise known as the Anti-Mendicancy Law, which aimed at preventing the commission of mendicancy, prevent the exploitation of infants and minors through mendicancy while providing habilitative services for those already exploited or in imminent risk for exploitation, and promote the rehabilitation of minors found being an mendicancy by providing an integrated development package of preventive habilitation, interceptive, remedial, and or rehabilitative services. As per proposed ordinance, mendicant refers to any person who has no visible legal means of support or lawful employment and who is physically able to work but neglects to apply himself to some lawful calling and instead uses begging as a means of living. Based on the definition, the following persons shall be considered mendicants: those persons who are capable of earning and living but opted to beg in streets and offices; those children who roam the streets and beg for food and money in front of restaurants, shopping malls, plaza, offices, both private and government; and those children who watch cars for pay in parking areas and other places in ISULAN; those persons who have formed disability and use this to beg in the streets; those persons who regularly beg for money from local officials without just cause; those persons who use fake solicitation letters, communication, documents, or certification from the SWD, MSWDO, or Municipal Health Office to get money from private or government persons; those persons who use their own children or borrow children from other individuals to beg in the streets. As of the present, the proliferation of the mendicants in this locality is very apparent and is response to the social menace. This proposed ordinance is imperative. The proposed ordinance are as follows: prevent the commission of mendicancy, prevent the exploitation of infants and children through mendicancy, and provide habilitative services for those already exploited or in immediate danger of exploitation; promote the rehabilitation of minors found begging and mendicants by providing an integrated package of preventive, interceptive, and rehabilitative services. Promote the rehabilitation of established mental ill adults by providing a short-term rehabilitation program of appropriate service center. Promote rehabilitation of disabled mendicants by providing programs of service in the areas of health, social, and economic. The criminal liability as provided in the proposed ordinance. An adult mendicant who shall be found begging in the state twice after services has been given shall be imposed a fine of 1,500 pesos or by imprisonment for a period of 1 month or both of the discretion of the court. A mendicant who continues to beg even after having been given rehabilitative services and considered habitual mendicant shall be punished by a fine of 2,000 pesos or by imprisonment for a period of 3 months or both at the discretion of the court. Parents or individuals and organized groups exploiting infants or minors for the purpose of begging shall be penalized by a fine of 2,500 or by imprisonment for a period of 6 months or both of the discretion of the court. Any person who encourages or abets mendicants by giving alms directly to the mendicants, exploited infants and minor in the streets, public roads, sidewalks, parks shall be imposed a fine of 2,500 or by imprisonment for a period of 6 months or both at the discretion of the court. So far, the attendees gave their support to the passage of the proposed ordinance during the public hearing, and this committee's noted suggestion from the MLO to include some previous of Republic Act 9344 on juvenile delinquency. Recommendation. Wherefore premises consider this committee hereby recommend passing and enacting an ordinance establishing an integrated program for regulating mendicancy in the municipality of ISULAN, providing penalties, appropriating funds therefore, and for other purposes. That further the proposed measure shall be deliberated on second reading on the next session. Respectfully, next session. Respectfully submitted by the Committee on Social Services, God, Senior Citizen, Human Rights, and Peace and Order, Human Rights, Public Safety, will be Chairperson on Committee on Social, nag-next na ni Darlene Itzlama, Chairperson, Maria Jeneline N. Mejia, Vice Chairperson, Arjun K. Palasigi, the Secretary, and of course the Chairperson, Chairman of Committee on Peace and Order, yours truly, with Vice Chairperson Honorable Carlo Apiado, MPA, and Honorable Ryan M. Dumaran, the Secretary.
Any question or clarification as to the committee report? So hearing none, will the proponent move for its adoption?
Mr. Chair, I move for the approval of the Joint Committee Report number 2024-01.
There's a motion for the adoption. Any second? Duly seconded. Any objection? Hearing none. The said committee report, joint committee report of the Committee on Social Services, Gender and Development, Senior Citizens, LGBTQIA+, and Children's Welfare, and the Committee on Peace and Order, Human Rights and Public Safety, and Disaster Risk Reduction and Management is hereby adopted and scheduled for second reading into this session.
Next session.
Next session. Next item, Ma'am Secretary.
Your Honor, we'll proceed now to the calendar of business under second reading. So we have here Municipal Ordinance prescribing the rules and procedures on the investigation of administrative disciplinary cases against elected barangay officials of the Municipality of ISULAN, amending for the purpose Municipal Ordinance Number 2011-177 ISB.
The chairperson of the Committee on Laws is recognized.
Mr. Chairman, I move for the deferment of the deliberation of the proposed ordinance because the draft is not yet finished.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Garingo. The said discussion and deliberation of the said ordinance is hereby deferred. Next item, Madam Secretary.
Next is the proposed measure based on the committee report of the Committee on Environmental Protection and Preservation.
The chairperson of the Committee on Environment is now recognized.
Certificate of Pre-Marriage Counseling Seminar for purposes of marriage license application with the Office of the Civil Registrar in the Municipality of Isulan and for other purposes.
Okay, there is a motion for the adoption and duly seconded. Any discussion? The table is now open for deliberation. The floor is now open for discussion and deliberation. Do you have a copy of the draft ordinance?
Dinaid sa sa draft ordinance.
We have now on our screen the draft ordinance as regard the an ordinance setting forth the tree growing as a prerequisite to the issuance of Certificate of Pre-Marriage Counseling (PMC) seminar for purposes of marriage license application with the Office of the Civil Registrar in the Municipality of Isulan for other purposes. Can we tackle the ordinance section per section? The title of the ordinance under section 1, this ordinance shall be known as tree growing ordinance of the Municipality of Isulan. Honorable Dumaran is recognized.
If we remember, we already approved this ordinance, but the Office of the Mayor only vetoed a section. May ara lang to nga section sila nga gi-question. That's why nabalik sa aton.
The committee the Sangguniang Bayan pass an ordinance requiring the married couple to plant trees before they secure the marriage license. But this ordinance is different with the previous ordinance. The previous ordinance refers to the requirement, and the previous ordinance was vetoed by the mayor, and we submit to the veto message of the mayor. Then it would be as good that the previous ordinance was a dead ordinance. So hindi siya sang wala na perfect ang so this is a new item. But then again, the content almost the same. Ngayon may mga gamay lang ang provision.
Doon lang tayo sa definition of terms and sa scope of coverage. Sa vetoed ordinance kasi, it was under the municipal local registrar's office. But in this ordinance, it will be under the MSWDO na under the pre-marriage counseling seminar. So, before ang couple mag-conduct ng PMC nila, they have to secure a certificate from the MENRO na na-accomplish nila ang tree planting activity with all the proofs present nila sa MENRO, tapos makakuha sila ng certification from the MENRO, ipapass nila sa MSWDO for the PMC na. And once accomplished na, they will give the MSWDO office will give them a certification certifying that they have completed all the requirements for the PMC required, and ipapasa na po sa LCR.
Okay. The previous version was that we will require them to plant before they can
Before
secure the
marriage license.
marriage license.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And the new ordinance states that we will require them to plant
Plant trees before the PMC or
their
pre-marriage counseling.
pre-marriage counseling.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And maybe know if what's the standard requirement sa pag-secure sang o pag before ka maka undergo sang pre-marriage counseling under the office of the MSWDO.
Before this ordinance, Mr. Chair, ang requirement lang naman nila is a seminar from the MSWDO, MHO, and LCR. So ngayon pero dapat required din po ang OMAG. So idadagdag si OMAG and si MENRO this time before sila maka-complete na kanilang PMC.
Okay. So, ang procedure, for example, ang couple mag-secure sang mag-undergo sang pre-marriage counseling, they will be informed beforehand nga may requirement sang tree growing o tree planting before sila ma-admit or maka-undergo sang pre-marriage counseling.
Yes, Mr.
And
Chair.
ang the planting materials will be provided by the LGU or by the applicants.
The MENRO office, Mr. Chair. And si MENRO ang magbibigay first hand ng certification na they already planted their trees at their designated barangays, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Any question from the body? How about for those couple who opted nga diri magpakasal sa ISULAN and residing sa other places?
Hindi natin sila i-accommodate, Mr. Chair, kasi we will only accommodate couples who have undergone PMC here mismo sa atin na MSWD. That is why nung previous ordinance, ang ni-require lang natin is 2. So, after the discussion with our MSWDO, ang mga couples kasi hindi ganun karami din pala. So, we opted to na ni-require ang couples at least 5 na, not at least 2 lang. So, dinagdagan natin yung puno na ipaplant nila.
Okay. Honorable Dolares recognized.
Ang requirement, pwede ba na siya? Or ang barangay gin magtudlo sa iya nga dito ka matanom, tapos may certification nga magalin sa barangay? Anong patak?
Ang barangay sila, with the MENRO will have a designated area or place na kung diin sila ang magtanom. And then with the certification from the barangay, and yun ang ipapakita nila kay MENRO with the proof na nagtanom gid sila, then the MENRO will officially give them the certification na cleared sila.
How about replanting? Ato nga nga guard, kuan niya, tree guard niya. Oo.
Kasali na po siya, sir, doon sa ano natin na, kasi as their administrative yung applicant naman or yung couple natin, sila ang bahala sa tree guard. But with the seedling, si Menro ang bibigay ng seedling sa kanila.
Thank you.
Yes, off the record. Any clarification? Okay. If there are no more questions, will the proponent move for the approval of the ordinance on second reading?
Mr. Chair, I move to the passing of an ordinance setting forth the tree growing as a prerequisite to the issuance of certificate of pre-marriage counseling seminar for purposes of marriage license application with the Office of the Civil Registrar in the Municipality of ISULAN and other purposes, and be deliberated for third reading this session.
There's a motion. Any second? Duly seconded. Any more discussion? Amendment? Objection? Hearing none. An ordinance setting forth the tree growing as a prerequisite to the issuance of certificate of pre-marriage counseling or PMC seminar for purposes of marriage license application with the Office of the Civil Registrar in the Municipality of Isulan and for other purposes is hereby approved and scheduled for third reading in today's session.
So, we have no more items under second reading. We'll proceed now to the third and final reading of the proposed ordinance setting forth the tree growing as a prerequisite to the issuance of certificate of pre-marriage counseling or PMC seminar for purposes of marriage license application with the Office of the Civil Registrar in the Municipality of Isulan for other purposes.
The chairperson of the Committee on Environment is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For the third and final reading, I move for the passing of an ordinance setting forth the tree growing as a prerequisite to the issuance of certificate of marriage counseling seminar for purpose of the marriage license application with the Office of the Civil Registrar in the Municipality of Isulan and for other purposes.
There's a motion, duly seconded. Any objection? So, there being none, an ordinance setting forth the tree growing as a prerequisite to the issuance of certificate of pre-marriage counseling or PMC seminar for purposes of marriage license application with the Office of the Civil Registrar in the Municipality of Isulan and for other purposes is hereby approved on third and final reading. Next item, Madam Secretary.
So, we have exhausted the items in the order of business, Your Honor. We are now on the unassigned business.
Any matter you wanted to raise on unassigned business? A while ago, we were discussing the content of our internal rules of procedure, and what was shown and presented a while ago under section 53. Tama ba, 53? Section 50. It states in our IRP, there shall be a fine of 150 pesos for every late and 500 pesos for every unjustifiable absence incurred by member during the regular session and 1,000 pesos for special session. A fine of 100 pesos for leaving the session hall without permission from the presiding officer and 100 pesos for not in proper attire. We have to discuss isulanta pa ning proper attire. So we will set siguro ano ang ato na lang gid nga uniform. For not and shall be imposed and shall accrue to the revolving fund of the Office of the Sangguniang Bayan. Madam Sec, may ara na ta na kolekta. Okay. Pwede siguro nga i-adjourn to na lang, then we'll be discussing this matter ano na lang para may free willing discussion kita. If wala naman sang matter gid nga i-discuss subong. So okay na. At 11:07 May 5, 2024, the session is now adjourned. Siguro we'll be discussing ining aton nga IRP, our uniform and our proposed nga CapDev nga tong piriming ginapamangkot ni Ma'am Raquel. Kay talagsama lang ta makatipon nga pala sini. Kay outside session during after Mondays na kanya-kanya naman ta committee hearings kanya-kanya schedule. So siguro first siguro amo ni. Siguro settled naman siguro kita. Kay kita man nag-agree sining aton nga IRP. Siguro itasta na lang si Ma'am Raquel or any of her staff nga mag-record sang sang late. May mga justifiable man nga late kita. For example, may meetings outside. For example, may mga committees kita. Ang ano lang ng at least aware lang ang office and si secretary nga malate kita. Dapat amiguhon tagi si secretary. Kidding aside, amo lang to, Ma'am Rax.
Bro, Mr. Chairman, ang approve sila naton hindi 150 atong gihambal kina ni Ma'am ni Honorable Blight. Nga 500 ang late sina, kag 1,000 ang absent.
Oo.
Tapos 2,000 ang special session. Special session.
Oh. Kay madumduman ko sa una, sang escape ako, doon mo ning mga pondo every time may Christmas gathering kita or year-end evaluation. Oo. Oo. Si Ma'am Raquel na lang siguro ang mag-record sang aton nga schedule. Kung habalo nato nag-start ang session sang let's say 9, kung may hindi man naton nga malikayan, may mga program sagwa, nag-start ang session 10, so dito ta magsugod sang 10 nga nagpagbang sang gavel. Kung wala pa lang start ang session, wala quorum, so wala sang late eh. So, ang Brown Cine by 9 a.m. mag call to order na. So, pag start sa to, late na ang sunod. Oo. So, ano sini i-deduct sa sweldo or i-remit sa bonus ginadidak? Pero at least agree. So, amenable naman ang tanan. Wala man question. Oo. Oo. So, settled naman ta sina. Ang isa pa gid ang aton nga uniform. Ang sa uniform ta Ma'am Rax, under diri sa aton nga IRP, ano nakabutang? Long sleeve or polo barong? Sige. So pwede kita mag-agree nga sa first Monday of the month amo ni kita let's say mag-quota. Next Sunday pwede siguro ang short sleeve barong. So isa na lang. Yes, suggestion Honorable Dollar.
Isa na lang kay malipat naman ta nga sikan gali karon basta masuksak ta first mapinalty naman ta. Kung isa ka uniform na lang.
So ano maging uniform naton?
Kalain man tong kwan, tong barong maging kwan ni ano. Yung gabaralis ka diya nga.
Yeah. Okay man tong barong. Puti may bago naman na year subo. May bago naman nga clothing subong every year man ta may clothing.
Ate oh.
Actually yung clothing subong dapat 7,000. Sang DBM naton nga seminar sa Jansan sa Greenleaf.
Barong na lang gid nga long sleeve nga barong bakal ta.
Oh.
Barato sa Ace Commercial, taga 1-2 lang. Pero dapat uniform, Mr. Chair, dapat uniform.
Sige.
Hindi nga may ito, may pula nga barong.
So di na kita mag-quote kay may quote abi nga existing nga quote abi ang sanggunian. For example kay Honorable Ryan. So okay lang mapatay taliwat.
Kung napatay na coat na lang eh.
Kay dugay naman.
Kaya ano barong kung
So kung okay na lang every session mabarong na lang ta long sleeve. Ang sa boys, ang babae basta barong gyapon nga
white lang. Bas na off white. Oh, off white nga barong. Barong ta.
hindi lang sa mga colored barong.
Hindi lang. Off white.
Long sleeve barong.
Tapos ang pantalon,
Then ang pants sigot dapat naka-slacks gid.
slacks eh lang nga maong ano barong ka.
Oh. So can we start it by next Monday na mag long sleeve barong ta
Oo.
and for me iban man nga babae nga nawo long sleeve man siya nga polo barong man nga pang girl basta barong lang.
Pila penalty kani kung di ka barong?
Pila gani Ma'am Rax?
250 ah. Ito 100 ita.
100 ang not in prop.
Di na islan man na discuss na last kwan wala islan na. Ma'am Blay to. Slacks pa. Di ina ka maong.
I-adapt na sa solusyon.
Slacks gid.
So, okay na ni siya siguro 100 pesos. Oo. So, okay na? Anyone? Everyone? May question pa? So, settled na ta. Everyone, ang sa boys, long sleeve barong. Off-white or white? Off-white or white. Hindi lang sang colored. Then, naka-slacks and black shoes or any shoes. Basta naka-slacks. Ang sa babae naman, ay either polo barong or long sleeve barong. Basta ang tela nila itong either usi ba na or pinya or basta barong. Okay? Pero while waiting sila, pwede man natin makontak tong nagatay isang aton coat para damo matas ang uniform nga ano. Oh. Kag every time may mga event mas okay man naka-uniform ta aside sa tong aton nga
Sublim.
for example may event sa LGU nga ano bala. Pwede man. Maabot abi si BBM nag short jack. This May 10, no? Ang suggestion ni Honorable Dolar para din na malimtan kay basi bala mamisa ay first Monday gali subong. Basi aliba wala makarason. Long sleeve barong lang anay. Okay. Dito gyapon kay Kuya Nards. May mga fogs man dali, may mga top nurse man daw man sa Marvel para man si Nikki. Pwede may contact man ko sa iya, pwede man ako pakatuon diri. So mas schedule na lang ko si Ma'am Raquel na lang mag sa group chat na lang naton para magpasukat kita. Mag-agree ta sang design kung ano ang
Nang plase mo.
pwede man. May 1,000 batang nabilin. So settled na ta, barong ta every session. Then atong CapDev Ma'am Rax, ano tong imong ini-update sa preparation for our CapDev? Ano nga bulan ta mag-schedule kag di ng destination?
July.
Di na nga nga suggested ng destination.
Kapoy. Best practice is to swimming.
So, ano ba mga best practices ang Surigao City nga daw pwede natin ma-replicate? Kung okay lang ba na Ma'am Rox na ano? Inuwi kong Siargao ta may budgetary proposal ta ba? Pilang mas spenta sa travel, sa transportation, sa pagkaon, sa hotel. Kung makaigo ba ang aton budget kaupod aton nga GO. Oo. Para makita naton maliban silang 10,000 Ma'am Rox, ma-claim pag travel ang mga regular. Pero pwede ba na siya may muan sa do project design nga daw mid-year assessment? May year-end man ta, may mid-year man ta gyapon nga tunga-tunga sang tuig, may mid-year assessment man ta kung na-reach ta ba target. Then dito ta sa Siargao tayo mag-assessment. Na daw team building gyapon ka mid-year. Oh. Oh, sige. So may question pa? Oh. July. Kagang schedule sa Siargao ngayon isang mabagyo. Oh. Pwede man na June 13, 14, 12 kay ano man ako, holiday. Ay. Okay? So, kuha na ta, amenable lang nga Siargao ta. Para makahimo si Ma'am Raquel sang budgetary requirement kung Siargao with JO kag kung ano para makita naton ang budget. Okay? So maging prepare nga ano baylan kung gusto ta damo makasaka o pwede mag land trip ta eh. Kung land trip ka sa Siargao, Surigao, mga from ISULAN to ano mga 10 to 11 hours, regular na nga dalagan. Regular na nga dalagan ang 11 hours Siargao, Surigao. Surigao pa lang. Tingnan mo lang, minutes pa lang ng ano, ng may ara man sang Roro, di ba? Two hours lang, di ba? Ang fast craft. Amo na lang, Ma'am Roxy, mo na lang sang ano, budget kung mag-land trip pila ba ma-consume, kung mag-plane ta pila ang ma-consume para makita naton kung makaya naton. Oo. So aside sa Siargao, ano pa ibang nga destination nga ano? Iloilo? Iloilo?